I got a semi-useless college degree back in the 90s and started in retail. Did okay with that, but that's kind of a dead-end job. Transferred over to working tech support for an internet service. They got bought and closed by a company over in Detroit. After that, I switched back to retail for a while. My last retail job was working at Sears. That was no fun. I've been here about 8 years now. Best job I've ever had. I started out as just a phone guy. Now I'm a floating troubleshooter. I'm sort of the answer man when other people get calls like that, because that's how I started out. So I have a good background for all of the strange little things that can happen on that site. And then if it gets really complicated, then I take over a call. Everybody asks me questions, and if nobody else can figure it out, I get the, hey, can you look at this? My supervisor is in charge of anything that goes up to the next level up. We call it tier 3, and he's in charge of making sure that not too much goes up there, and it's kind of a point of pride that very, very little goes up. I like helping the agents out and solving problems and making people happy. That's one thing that I got from retail, was I was the make the people happy specialist. It's a lot tougher to make people happy over the phone, but I got used to that in a previous job that I had when I worked for an internet service provider. I learned how to talk to people on the phone and solve issues. I've done a lot of different jobs and worked for a lot of different people. Peckham has been the most supportive of any place that I have worked. I've had a lot of advancement at Peckham, which I really appreciate. Starting out as just a lonely phone agent. Now I'm semi-management. Everybody is supportive. The reason I wanted to be a senior agent / helper was when I started, nobody in the world asked more questions than I did, and nobody killed me. I have cerebral palsy, which affects my coordination. I am the worst typist you will ever meet in your entire life. Peckham was nice enough to come up with Dragon, which is a speech software. And also, since I just turned 60, my eyes are really bad. So they got me a match set of 27-inch monitors so that I can actually see what I'm doing. The other thing is, if I was still in retail, I couldn't work really because I have very limited physical skills right now. Even the principle of popping out of my chair to go do something, I have one of those handicapped access handles that you see in the bathrooms attached to the wall of my house so that I can stand up without taking half an hour to do so. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to help out agents, users in the different agencies, because it's a lot more fulfilling than sitting behind a cash register or sitting home with no job. I have been on disability before due to physical limitations. You don't get any satisfaction out of sitting on your rear collecting government money staring out your window. That's one of the biggest things that Peckham gives me, is satisfaction. Thank you for all that you do for me and for others so that we can be more happy, productive people in the workforce. Keep it up so that we can get to do more. Peckham is thinks of the employees the most of anybody else that I work for. Peckham is a lot better at making it so that we can grow and get better at our jobs. I got my first certification to get this job. I got 3 others through CompTIA and then one other one, and that would not have been possible without Peckham. My favorite perk of Peckham is my little boy here. Basically, you have to get a service dog. He came from Paws with a Cause, and you have to have 3 things that they can do for you physically. And we found 3 things, but the other thing is he's also very good for mental health. The mental health of everybody in the building, I think. He's the building mascot. If you care about your employees and show it, even in small things, you're going to get a lot more productivity than if you bash people over the head with it.